What is up YouTube? Ace here from Fit to Play Games and welcome back to the channel. And today something arrived in my house which I have pre-ordered months in advance from GameStop, and I'm just super excited to try and unbox this item for you guys and show you the contents of this item. But before I get started, if this is your first time in the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you enjoy video games, video game gameplays, and also video games pickup. Make sure you hit that so you don't miss any of the awesome contents that I upload. And also, if you truly are a gamer and some kind of a collector in life, then make sure you check out some of my YouTube buddies right over here. Make sure you stop by to their channel because they put up the same content as I do, and if you enjoy this, then you're certainly going to enjoy their content. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and jump into this unboxing that we've got here. Alright guys, so this is the box that have arrived in the house today, and I'm very excited to unbox what is inside of this, and we can do a proper review of its contents. So let's go ahead and force choke it. Alright guys, so we've finally turned the camera around and we're gonna check out the contents of this box and do a review on the item that is inside of it. So let's go ahead and do that. So here it is, ready to be taken a look at, and what do you know? It is Emperor Palpatine's Force Effects Elite Lightsaber from the Star Wars The Black Series. If you guys remember, I have unboxed my Revan lightsaber from the last time, which I'll show you guys a little bit. But let's go ahead and check out what's inside. I'm so excited and I'm ready to switch onto the dark side of the Force. Alright guys, so as you can see, I brought out Darth Revan's lightsaber from the last time I have unboxed it, and it's still looking amazing and pretty in the game room. But today, the video is not about Darth Revan's lightsaber. It'll be about Emperor Palpatine's new lightsaber that just came out from Hasbro through the Black Series. So let's go ahead and use this lightsaber to unbox. I'm just kidding, I'm not going to use this lightsaber. I'm actually going to be using my handy dandy knife. So let's go ahead and unbox this thing. Man, I'm super excited for this. I know you guys are pretty pumped too. You want to see this awesome looking lightsaber of Emperor Palpatine. It looks to me like I've opened it in the wrong side. Come on, man. Alright. Alright, we'll put this baby right over here as the background, right next to Revan's lightsaber. And here is the Majesty's lightsaber. This is awesome looking. Alright, so as you guys remember from the last video, if you watched my unboxing of Darth Revan's video, it always comes standard with a lightsaber blade, which you could actually purchase separately online if you want a certain size and length on the lightsaber. Preferably I like the 26-27 inches, but I think this always comes with a 32. But we should just probably take this out now. Here you go. There's the saber part. And then it does have this protective sheet or plastic, and every single Hasbro Black Series by far I've seen with these type of guides on how to activate and how to display the lightsabers that you purchase. It's pretty nice. There you go, Emperor Palpatine himself. All right. Anything else? The little insert it always comes with, and I believe, yes, this is the, how should I say it? This is the hilt, the top of the hilt where the lightsaber goes into, as you guys can see. Or I should say, this is the top emitter in lightsabers terms. So this is what goes on top of the hilt, but at the moment we'll skip the hilt and I'll show you guys these new standard stuff. All right, so oh wow, so right now they've added this new addition. I mean, these are not metal, and there's this new addition that I believe goes on top to keep the blade or the saber in place, like so. That's the neck of the blade, and I believe this is the bottom part. Well, it will be sitting at. So pretty much just like this. But there's a difference. This one is, if you take a look at Revan's, this one is just the standard rubber part that kind of where this fin rests into, and this part right here where it's standing into. All right, cool. Now we get into the hilt itself. Wow, this hilt is heavy metal. Dang. Now, wow, this looks like it's got an emitter on it already, and it seems we are gonna need a battery. But wow, this is a beautiful piece, guys. Wow, this is beautiful. It's really metal. Like, it could easily be at least 2 pounds, maybe 2.5 to 3 pounds. But that's pretty hefty, but it's very solid. Wow. And as you guys would know, these are Electrum. Electrum, basically in Star Wars lore, if you have Electrum in your lightsaber, you are considered one of the highest, either well-known duelists, and you have been awarded with Electrum to add on to your saber. But obviously we all know that Emperor Palpatine is a Sith, so he has probably a massive amount of Electrum, so he just wants to design it this badass saber the way he wants to. And okay, so this emitter, let's check this out. So that is where the kyber crystal goes into. That emits the different light if you use it. If you're trying to display it without the saber, when you press the button, the kyber crystal should emit that red light. And in terms of using the blade, you have to use this other type of emitter to safely keep the blade inside and not being thrown outside if you're trying to duel with this. Wow, this is actually very, very good. I like the weight on this. I mean, 2.5 to 3 pounds. 2.5 to 3 pounds is what I estimate this to be. I mean, it's not that heavy, but it's heavy enough to be 2 pounds, I think. But I would still stick with the numbers that I've chosen, that is 2.5 to 3 pounds. Now what's cool about this is that the soundboard is probably right here, as you guys can see. There's that little circles that indicates that it does have a soundboard. on it already, and in order to open what's inside, you have to use your Allen wrenches over here to put in the batteries inside. So let's go ahead and do that, and we'll be back in just a few seconds. Alright guys, so just a quick comparison between Darth Revan's lightsaber and the Emperor Palpatine's. Putting them side by side, you can already tell how bigger Darth Revan's lightsaber is. And I'm kind of surprised a little bit. Put together, you guys can see that difference right there. It's really, really tall compared to Emperor Palpatine's lightsaber. But at the same time, Emperor Palpatine was already an expert lightsaber duelist, so he can actually work with any kind of lightsaber. He could just easily take one of the Jedi's lightsaber and just duel with it. But I just wanted to make a side-by-side comparison, and even the length of the blade for Revan is a lot taller. It's probably because the insert for Revan is a lot deeper underneath than Emperor Palpatine's insert when you put the blade inside. So it's a lot deeper with Revan's lightsaber. And also, I'm really surprised that for the price, I'm not saying this because I'm not happy with my purchase. Obviously, I'm very happy with Emperor Palpatine's lightsaber. You know, it definitely like has weight, and I like that type of weight. But I'm really surprised that this whole this Palpatine set of lightsaber from the Black Series did not come with a Kyber crystal. That's kind of disappointing. Just a little bit, not too much, but I'm still kind of disappointed. I'm kind of, you know, I was expecting like some kind of design for a Kyber crystal that this saber is gonna come with, but unfortunately it did not. But not too much of disappointment in my end, because I'm really happy nonetheless, because the saber is wonderful. And just a minute, in just a little bit, I'll show you guys if it's dual worthy. So let's go ahead and talk about this saber a little bit more. Alright guys, I finally got it. I've already put the batteries in, locked it up nice and tight. To be honest, with the blade in here, it's feeling like it's easily kind of, I don't know, I could easily say this is at least about 3 pounds now. Anyway, let's go ahead and fire this baby up. As you guys can see, there's 2 buttons. There's green, and there's also the red button. So let's go ahead and fire this up by pressing the green button. That is the turn it on. There you go. That's how you turn on the saber. Wow. So basically, it does the same thing as Revan does. It is very accurate per swing or per wrist movement. So and it also produces the same thing as the Revan Black Series saber, which emits the sound of the saber going through metal. By pressing that red button right here, it makes that sound. And also, by pressing the red button once, allows you to deflect little blaster bolts coming towards you. Now, there's another special features, a special feature that the saber has, which is by pressing the green button, allows you to recreate the so that does recreate the infinite power scene, which Emperor Palpatine just hits you with that surge of lightning by pressing and holding onto the green button right here. That's pretty dope. I like that feature. Kind of turns you into a blue, kind of like a blue lightsaber, but it's actually the lightning shot that most Siths produce by using the Force, or dark side of the Force. Alright guys, just to show you how I check if a saber and the hilt is dual worthy, I tend to perform the Obi-Wan infinite loop. But if I accidentally ignite it, because sometimes I find myself, like I've tried this a few minutes ago, I found myself hitting the green button or the ignite button every time I go around and do a twist move like this. I tend to hit with this part of my pointing finger and hitting the green button, making it ignite. So just for the video's purposes, to show you guys if this is dual worthy, I might end up firing it up by mistake, but you guys can ignore that. All right, so let's do at least like 4 infinite Annie loop. 2, 3, 4. There you go. With the lightning. That was pretty cool. Do I think it's dual worthy? Yes, I believe that you can actually duel with this. And my number one suggestion, as always with sabers, you have to use the actual length that that you're more comfortable with. Like with my height, I'm only like 5'7", so I require at least about 28 inches, well 26 to 28 inches, but I still prefer in between, so I always try to find a 27 inch to fit onto my saber. One more thing, this Emperor Palpatine saber is actually a magnet for your fingerprints. So after you use it, I suggest you guys clean it up with some kind of some towel, just to keep it nice and clean when you display it if you're not using it. Other than that, it is dual worthy. It looks wonderful. I do love this little accent of rose gold. It definitely complements the electrum that is featured in the saber, and also the silver part of it. Obviously it looks beautiful. And yeah, that is it guys. That is Emperor Palpatine's lightsaber, the black series from Hasbro. And if you guys are interested in this, you can definitely get this one. I pre-ordered this one through GameStop, but I'm pretty sure they also have this in other stores. They probably have the saber at Best Buy or any other electronic stores that you guys probably have in your state or whichever you guys are at. So that is it guys. As Emperor Palpatine says, it's treason then.